My name is Hannah Gooden and I would like to ask a question on behalf of Samantha Till, who is the Member of UK Youth Parliament for Rushmore and Hart. In the area, there are a large number of youth groups, clubs and services for young people which are in need of improvement. How will you support young people in Rushmore and Hart to make positive changes for these already existing facilities?
Okay, I think there's several planks to this. The first thing I would say is that the District Council has turned around its approach to play areas. We're investing strongly in play areas now, and this works for different age groups. We've reinstated the maintenance budgets for the small playgrounds that people will have seen throughout Hart for young children, sort of say at the 5 to 11 range. We've also been successful in securing £200,000 of big lottery funding in the district, which is aimed specifically at youth diversion work and facilities for teenagers. I know £100,000 is going into a project in Yateley, which I believe will be in the Monteagle area, which will be a really good facility to bridge the gap we have at the moment. Again, I would reiterate that the Children's Centre is an important part of what we need. We need outreach services. We need the ability for young people to drop in and be able to access services at a time of their choosing rather than in a subscribed way. And I think probably the big challenge for us in Hart is the problem of access. We have lots of small communities and very few big communities. We look outside the district for a lot of our facilities that attract young people. And I've always found it curious how we have some good community transport for elderly people with minibuses, etc., which are used predominantly during the day, and yet they go idle in the evenings, and this is the time when perhaps young people most want to take advantage of community transport to be able to get to the local cinema or to go to wherever it is they want to go. So I'd hope that what the council can do is work with others to make sure that we can find a way of tapping into the access provision, because it's a shame that there are lots of people that basically loiter and hang around because they have no means of getting to where they'd like to be.
I think it's very important that young people are considered in the strategies that we have as a district council. Young people are the adults of tomorrow. They're the people who our futures depend upon, and very often as a young person you can feel quite disillusioned because the community doesn't seem to embrace what you do. I know a number of parish councils who would like to set up youth shelters or youth-oriented play areas, but local residents are resistant to this because they feel that they will become attractors for antisocial behaviour. And this labelling of youths, I think, can act to make young people feel as if they're unloved by society, and we do need to address that. We do have a number of good schemes. The Point, for instance, in the centre of Fleet, is an excellent facility. It's run by some very dedicated people. It's a well-respected resource. The young people who go there feel involved. They feel that it's some place they can go and be themselves, where they will be respected, and where whatever difficulties they might have, which they want to be discussed, will be handled in confidence. But if they simply want to go and chill out and have fun, they can do that as well. It's something, again, which is delivered by partnership working. Hart District Council, in conjunction with Hampshire County Council Youth Services, provide the resourcing for the Point. But it's a very good example of youth services working well. It would be great if we could do more of that. I think funding it would be the challenge, but they're the kind of beacon projects that I would point to as being where Hart District Council work well for young people.
The council already supports the Point Youth Centre in Fleet and have also made a successful bid for a lottery grant to be spent on facilities for young people. The leisure centres have been improved this year, but more could be done. We would take a very close look at how we spend the money that is provided for leisure, sport and recreation, so that we can be sure we get the very, very best value for it.
I think what we need to do is ask young people what they want. All too often we as adults tell young people what they want. I mean, we can go to the youth parliament, we can ask our young people, but when we ask our young people, we need to get a broad spectrum of who we're asking and not just a limited number of young people, because, you know, some young people might want a youth club, some young people might want a skateboard park, so we need to have it across the board, really. But I do know that every Moray poll that Hampshire County Council has taken part in has come back as saying that young people often feel disengaged and disenfranchised from society, and they really feel that their voices aren't heard. And often young people feel that just because they don't pay council tax and don't vote, that their opinion doesn't matter. And I think it does matter, and if we're going to sort of offset other problems, i.e. young people being bored or vandalism, antisocial behaviour, we really need to look at giving young people better facilities within the whole of Hart and Hampshire.
I'm aware of the very good work that has been done by Rita Jenkins with the youth bus. I am also very much in favour of a permanent secular youth facility based in Yateley, which I believe should be open every evening of the week. This would give all our young people somewhere to go. It should be based on the Reading Road, so it is within easy reach by public transport. It seems that the will is presently lacking by the existing council leadership to actually do this.